Let's talk about McConnell. Is he dead? Is he brain dead? I would argue that he has been brain dead for about like 5 years, but yeah. So for those unaware, Mitch McConnell, the granddaddy of the modern conservative movement, like before MAGA, right? MAGA took over. Mitch McConnell like led the conservative, like the conservative movement was led by Mitch McConnell towards what we now have with MAGA fascism. Mitch McConnell, he's a senator from Kentucky, I think. I think he's the Senate Majority Leader, if I remember, or was. Maybe he's not anymore since he's like basically brain dead. I don't know. But he's had a lot of health issues. He's one of our 90-year-olds that like, I don't know why it is in America, but instead of putting 90-year-olds in like old folk homes, we like to put them in like the Senate and in the House of Representatives. It's just something we do. I don't know why we do it. I don't know. Like it's like having like unnecessarily huge trucks or whatever. I'm like, I don't know why we do it. It just happens. Okay. Like, I don't know why there's an Applebee's every like fucking 5 minutes. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why we do these things, but for some reason we do. And so, yeah, instead of putting old people in like an old person home or taking care of them, we like to put them into places of immense power, as seen by, and this is, by the way, is something that is bipartisan. We have a bipartisan consensus of putting the oldest motherfuckers alive into positions of extreme power in our country. And McConnell is one of them. Now, you may know him from, let me see if I can pull it up. Mitch McConnell. Video. Where is it? This one. This has to be it. Yeah, this is from 2 years ago. So this is from 2 years ago. Let's watch this first, just so everybody can. I just want everybody to remember who Mitch McConnell is real quick. Let's just start like I don't need this guy telling me what's about to happen. Let's just watch Mitch McConnell give one of his more entertaining speeches here.
And a string of
Just a few moments into his weekly news conference, Minority Leader Mitch...
I don't need the editorializing.
McConnell stopped talking mid-sentence.
No, this makes it worse. 1 second.
And for more... is related to being sick,
Oh my gosh. Okay, here, this has to be it. I just hate the editorializing. This is so much better if it is not like, if we get to just like watch it, straight from the Mitch's mouth.
Everyone, we're on a path to finishing the NDA.
Yeah, okay.
This week has been good bipartisan cooperation.
Hell yeah, cool, love it.
And
Bipartisan.
A string of,
yeah. Yeah. Huh. Were you gonna finish that?
Are you good, Mitch?
Okay, Mitch. Anything else you want to say, or should we just go back to your office? Do you want to say anything else to the press?
Nah. That's me at like if I get a little too drunk at the bar and I'm trying to like tell a story or something and I'm like completely incoherent and then I'm just like and someone comes up and they're like, you good? Are you good? Are you okay? I'm like anyway, now okay, this may come as a shock to you. This may come as a complete and total shock to you, but apparently he's not in good health right now. Because Mitch McConnell, he has been he has been AWOL. So apparently he was found. He was found, like, I think, what, or like he had, I think, like a heart attack or something, if I remember correctly, a few days ago, if I think, and he was not found until like hours later, and I think he was like non-responsive or something. I don't know, but anyway, they took him to the hospital. And yeah, so I know this is very shocking to you, but that guy that we just watched, he's not doing too good. So let's go ahead and watch this video by MS Now, and let's see what's going on with Mitch McConnell's health. Hopefully we'll find something out.
Mr. President, have you spoken to Senator Mitch McConnell since his hospitalization?
No.
How's he doing? Do you have any idea how he's doing?
I have no idea how he's doing.
Well, MS Now congressional reporter Michael Schnell has been on top of this story. Charlie is still with us. Michael, this is now bipartisan. Does that change things?
It could, Alicia. It could certainly put some pressure on his office to release more information or just simply say what brought him into the hospital and why he is still there right now. But up until this point, we have not gotten that kind of information. Where things stand right now are not very different from when I spoke to you yesterday, and it's because we still have not gotten any updates from Senator McConnell's office. What we do know is that Senate Majority Leader John Thune and the second highest ranking Senate Republican, John Barrasso, they both said that they spoke with McConnell earlier this week. They had about 20-minute phone calls each. They spoke about a number of
No fucking way, bro. This dude can't even talk like when he's just out and about on the regular. You're telling he can't talk for like, we just watched a clip where he froze mid-speech after talking for like 30 seconds. Like, this guy can't even talk in real life. Like, I don't even remember the last time I've seen McConnell come on the fucking television, because he's being hidden from us in the same way fucking Biden was. I don't believe that shit any more than I believe, like, do you remember back whenever Biden was like clearly fucking like brain dead, and like they were like, no, you guys don't understand. You guys don't understand. He fucks his wife, guys. He fucks his wife so fucking hard. And you guys, like, come on, man. Could he fuck his wife that hard if he was brain dead? Come on. Like, I believe that shit more than this, man. You had a 10-minute conversation with this dude. No fucking way, man. He is dead. He is brain dead at the very least. There is literally no way. That is ridiculous.
Topics, but still no update on his condition. Yesterday, there was that letter from Governor Andy Beshear of Kentucky asking McConnell's office for more information. And now, as you mentioned, we are hearing from some Republicans who say they really don't know what's going on with him, and there is some concern. You just spoke about Marlin Stutzman. I also want to show you some comments from Brett Guthrie. He is a Republican who represents part of Kentucky in the House of Representatives. He said he's texted with McConnell, but there's still some question about what that actually means. Take a listen.
This isn't a voice communication, and you haven't seen him.
Well, I haven't talked to him personally.
So how do you know that the texts themselves are actually coming from him?
Well, I've never known anybody to text for him when we text back and forth. So I just absolutely assume that was from him. So I'm going to be fine.
Come on, bro. Yeah, no, 100%. He has an aide doing all of his texting. 100%. Even before like this latest thing where he like died on the floor of his house for a couple hours or whatever, he definitely had someone doing that shit. You mean to tell me this dude fucking like is texting you back like coherent messages all the time? This dude, as soon as he is outside of like the halls of Congress, he gets put into like a medicated coma every night. Like, there's literally no way.
Fine, that's what I got back, the response, and I've talked to people on his staff, and I haven't directly talked to him, but I understood he talked to John Thune yesterday or the day before, my understanding, Barrasso and some others. I do believe he's going to recover, and I hope he's back in Washington soon. We need him back.
Now, Alicia, the fact that we are discussing and debating whether or not a text from somebody's phone number is actually a text from them, I think speaks volumes about the place we're in right now when it comes to Senator McConnell's condition. One more thing I'll leave you with. We've gotten the first indication of some questions, or some pressure rather, for Senator McConnell to potentially step aside and resign. There's a new tweet out from Congresswoman Nancy Mace, the Republican from South Carolina. She writes on X.
This is one of the theories that I've heard, is that the reason that they don't want him to like step down before I can't remember, like there was like a time frame or something, was because they didn't want like Thomas Massey to run to replace him, because he has like, you know, that populist, like he has like that populist backing from some of the like disaffected MAGA voters and stuff, that I think that like he could have a chance. I'm not even sure though, really, to be honest, but I've heard that theory floated around, and that's just a theory, so I don't know if I 100% buy that. But I mean, I can't really understand why else they would be doing this though, other than some sort of cynical ploy to maintain like power or something, like maintain that seat with like Mitch McConnell's chosen next like replacement or whatever. Like I honestly don't see any other, like I can't come up with any other theory why they would keep him, like, you know, keep his brain dead like ass alive if they really if they didn't have some sort of cynical political reason.
Quote, if McConnell is in as bad a shape as Biden ever was, or worse, he needs to step aside. The charade can't continue. We can't demand of others what we won't demand of ourselves. So
in the Republican Party? Are you kidding me? That's your whole fucking thing. Their whole thing is like free speech for me, not for thee. Like we can do, we can, you know, unitary executive theory for us, but not for you. Like, we can gerrymander, but you can't. Like, come on, bro. Like, let's be for real. Or sorry, come on, sis. This is crazy. You know what party you're in.
Alicia, coming up on that 1 month mark since Mitch McConnell was brought to the hospital. Again, still no word on his condition and what brought him there in the first place, but certainly the bipartisan pressure for more information, very much so, rising right now.
Charlie, is it telling that the president didn't make it onto Mitch McConnell's call list?
Well, yes, obviously, Mitch McConnell and Donald Trump have not been on speaking terms, I think, for some time. But, I hate having to agree with Nancy Mace here, but if we're going to have a gerontocracy, I think the minimal standard.
I hate liberals. That look she just gave.
Should be a little bit of transparency. If we're going to have people who are in their 80s, who are in, either in the presidency, in the Senate, or on the U.S. Supreme Court.
Wait, let's go back a sec.
If we're going to have people who are in their 80s,
a little bit more.
If we're going to have a gerontocracy, I think the minimal standard should be a little bit of transparency. If we're going to
Okay, we don't have to. That's the thing. We don't have to have a gerontocracy. Like, we don't have to, man. We can put age limits on this fucking shit, okay? We can say nobody over the age of, I don't know, like, let's say nobody over the age of 60. Is that a good, nobody over the age of 60 can run. How about that? You have to be under 60 to be on the ballot. How about that? That means if you get elected at 59, then you can stay in office until like 60, until you're 64, but then you're done, right? Like, I think that that's a fairly reasonable restriction that we can put on there. And yes, that might cause some good people like Bernie Sanders to be forced out, okay? I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that trade-off, because God damn it, I just want new people flowing through this thing. I want to have, the power. I think that the cost benefit there is worth it. I understand that, like, you could maybe do some more complex thing of like, you have to take a cognitive test, and anybody who fails the cognitive test can't run for office again or whatever, right? Like, you could make it more complicated like that, but to be honest, I think just keeping it nice and simple, you have to be under 60 to run for office or whatever. I think that that's a perfectly reasonable boundary that we can put on it. And that's kind of my opinion on that. Let's see what else I got here. I forgot what else I had. Oh, yeah.
He called
Scott Jennings. Okay. Notorious truth teller, the most truthful person who has ever existed. Scott Jennings. He has something to tell us about his best friend, Mitch McConnell. Let's go ahead and see what Scott Jennings has to say. Notorious truth teller.
Yeah, Yeah, he called me this morning before I did my radio show. We talked for about 17 minutes.
Yeah?
He talked a lot about
17
the
minutes.
situation with Iran. Talked a little bit about Ukraine and what's going on in Europe. I told him I'd been to the Teddy Roosevelt Library. We talked a little bit about the history of the vice presidency and how Roosevelt...
Dude, this is so pathetic, man. This is so pathetic. This is just as pathetic as the people who came out and lied for Biden the whole time. This is just as pathetic. And it's just good to know that we have such bipartisan consensus on trying to maintain, like, trying to... I can't believe that this is anything other than, like, a science experiment. Like a science experiment that, like, I don't know, the universe is trying to play or trying to figure out, like, what is the average age that we can get the Senate or the House of Representatives or whatever. Like, what is the average age, like, we can get it up to? I like, we're going to see how high we can get that number. Like, that's the only thing that makes sense. There's no other reason that this could be happening. And yeah, I'm calling bullshit on this, Scott Jennings, just so you know.
Transformed that in the modern presidency, a little history of the Senate. I mean, it was a wide-ranging conversation. I talked to him often. I hadn't talked to him since he'd been in. I'd gotten a few text messages from him, but I hadn't spoken to him. So it was good to hear his voice. Voice sounded strong and sounded like he was keeping up with the news to me.
Did you ask him how he was feeling?
Yeah, he said he was feeling...
And here's the thing. This would be so easy to dispel. It would be so easy. You guys don't understand how easy it would be. Just get one little camera, and go in, like, someone go in there, a reporter or whoever, go in there, take a picture of him doing like a little thumbs up, and have the reporter say, I verified it. I was there. He was fine. That's all you need to do. That's literally all it would take. It would take like 2 seconds. Okay. Just go do it. Like, honestly. Now, I'm going to be quite honest. So I've lost so much trust in the media that sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I would even trust their reporting saying that. But if they had a picture of it, or if they had a short video of an interview with him, like, even if it's just like a couple questions or something, that would be an easy way to dispel this shit.
Okay. Obviously well enough to call me on the phone, and obviously well enough to talk to Barrasso and Thune. Now, look, I'm not qualified to discuss any medical issues or give you any information about that. That's really for him or his staff to do. But, I talk to him from time to time, and I see him from time to time. And, we had a conversation today about the things that we normally talk about, which are news of the day, political stuff.
Did you come away feeling like he's still capable of serving the people of Kentucky as senator?
I came away feeling that he was staying on top of the news. Again, I look, his condition and why he's in the hospital or when he might come out, or look, that's.
Do you know?
There's literally no way that he even knows any of this foreign policy shit. Like normally, man, I'm telling you, he was brain dead before this event happened, man. He was gone. He was donezo. Everything that he did, like, everything that came out of him was like all his eights, man. It is like Biden auto pen shit or whatever, right? There's literally there was no way that he was keeping up. Like, he's like 90, man. He's 90 years old. How old is he for real? I might be exaggerating. Mitch McConnell age. Okay. He's 84. He's 84 fucking years old. Think about your 84-year-old grandma or grandpa, right? I mean, come on. Were they keeping up with foreign policy? Were they having nuanced discussions about the details of, like, Ukraine or whatever? Come on. Let's be real. Like, let's be completely honest here. That's like, there's no way.
Why?
And that's like, he's already had so many health scares, man. Like, I don't know. It's unbelievable. They're asking you to just, like, ignore your own eyes, and we're just going through it again. How many times are they going to do? Like, I'm starting to realize that, like, the political establishment are fucking shameless, man. They are shameless. Like, I learned, I feel like it's the same thing for, like, the Graham Plattner thing, where they're like, they're installing someone, like they installed Kamala when they anointed her to be the person that everybody in the DNC has to now vote for, where they just anoint her. And they just did they're doing the same shit in the fucking Plattner race. And now I'm like, And now they're doing like the same thing they did with Biden, and now they're doing it here. And it's like they have no fucking shame to even come up with a new thing. They're doing the exact same playbook in the exact same way. They are shameless. It's fucking ridiculous, dude. I think I'm done with this. This is too much. It's getting me heated, and I gotta stop. I gotta calm down. I can't let my cortisol levels get that high. I need to protect this beautiful face. Okay. And my last comment though on this is that I want to see. I'm starting to be curious. What is the average age that we can get the Senate up to? Like, what do we think it is? Average age of the Senate. Come on, Google AI. You can solve this one. 63. Well, independent. Okay. So the average age of the Senate is, the new Senate's median age is 64. Okay, around 65. How high do we think we can get that number, people? I want to see what a 70-year-old average age Senate looks like. Maybe even like 75, man. Let's keep it going. Let's see this experiment through to the end. We're already this far. We're already this far. Come on. What harm could it do? Collapsing democracy through our dysfunctional government. Who cares? Who cares? What's the point? What's the point of any of this shit, man?